Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope you are having a fantastic day so far, and let me say happy holidays to you guys and your family. If you're a new subscriber, I want to say thank you and welcome. This is StellaZone. So today I'm just going to dive in to tell you what I am going to be making. I'm going to be making eggplant stew or eggplant sauce. So to make my garden egg stew or eggplant, as it's also called in Ghana, it's called Ntrowa or Nydowa. So I'm going to be making that. And so you need the main ingredient, which is the eggplant. The reason why I look like this is I had bought it before. I peeled the purple part off, which is the skin. I diced it up, chopped it up or cut it up, and then froze it, like rinsed it off and then put it in the freezer. So that's why it looks like this. So once you put it in the freezer, there's no point in like cooking it again. Don't do it. Just soak them in hot water for like a minute or two and it should be good to go. And I have nine medium tomatoes all sliced up in here. You can use any tomatoes of your choice. If you're using bigger tomatoes, you can cut the number down to maybe 4 or 5 or so. And I'm using 1 medium-sized onion all sliced up in here. I have 3 tomatoes that I had also in the freezer frozen. I'm going to go ahead and use that. I'm going to blend that. I have my fish, which will be going into my sauce, and guess what this is? This is mackerel, right? You guys know I incorporate a lot of mackerel in my cooking, and so it's baked mackerel or deboned and flaked out, okay? And I have my Maggi cube, my Moringa powder, and salt to taste. And over here I have 2/3 cups of palm oil. So let's get started. All right, so to start we're going to do the usual, okay? So go ahead and add your sliced up, chopped up, diced up, whichever way you want it. Tomatoes, no, onions, sorry, onions first, and then we're going to let this cook till it softens up, okay? You don't want it burnt, you want it to soften up. I'm going to pick the heat up. So I'm going to go ahead and blend my tomatoes. I have 1 large habanero pepper, 1 red pepper, which is not spicy, it's just for flavor, or you can use scotch bonnet if you want. And then I have 1 clove of garlic here. So I'm going to just put this in here and then blend this up. So what I have in here is the eggplant. I am going to go ahead and blend this up, but I don't want it to be too smooth. Like you don't want it like too like puree. You don't want everything. So watch and learn. So I'm going to turn this on. Start on the lowest setting to make sure that they all get their chance to cook. Alright, so now I'm going to add the tomatoes, okay, the all sliced up tomatoes in here. So I'm going to let this cook for about anywhere from 3 to 5 minutes, and I'm going to cover it and cook. This is going to help the tomatoes to cook a lot faster, okay? It's going to retain heat and it's going to cook faster. I have the heat, I'm going to put the heat on 6 so it doesn't burn or stick to the bottom of the pan. Onion and the tomatoes very nicely. For the tomatoes has been cooking for 5 minutes. So I am going to go ahead and add, this is the other tomatoes that I had with the pepper and the garlic, okay? So I'm just going to blend it, yeah. Yeah, I blended it, so I'm just going to. Kofi wo fufua no sui. Owo wiya no soya. Utra kontomwa. I need tea. So alright, so this is going to sit and cook for another, I would say 5 minutes, okay? 5 to 7 minutes. So after cooking the sauce for about 7 minutes, I'm going to go ahead and add my eggplant, which I blended in the blender. So sometimes I'll make it smooth, sometimes I will not make it too smooth where I have chunks of eggplant in there. So it depends on your preference today, okay? So once you put your egg sauce, your eggplant sauce in here, make sure you bring the heat down. I'm putting mine at a 5, okay, and let it cook nice and slow, and you can cook this for an additional 10 minutes. But this is what I'm missing, okay? I'm missing this right here. It's called Kobi. Okay, this is like a last minute thing that I'm like, I need to add. Okay, so this is the last piece of my Kobi that I have. And you're asking me, what is this? This is salted fish. It's actually tilapia, which goes through dehydration process, and they preserve it with salt. Make sure you find this. You can find this in an African store and add it to your sauce. It gives it like, it gives it a really nice flavor, okay? It gives it like a really nice salty, not too salty, not overpowering, but it brings a flavor to the food. I kid you not. So what I'm doing is I'm just, I took the salt out. I shook the salt out, and I'm cooking it in hot water. Sometimes if you do this ahead of time, you can just put it in a bowl, a glass bowl, and add very like hot boiling water to it, and you cover it and let it sit for 5 minutes. And once it cools down, you can add a little bit of cold water and then debone it. I am going to debone mine. Okay, so once you debone it, let me show you. I should have, it's just the last minute thing that popped up, and I'm like, oh my goodness, I almost forgot my Kobi. So when does the Kobi comes in if you're making your sauce? Okay, so once you put the onions, okay, once you put the onions and the sliced up tomatoes and they begin to cook, after your tomatoes cook for, the sliced up tomatoes cook for 5 minutes, go ahead and add the cooked deboned Kobi into the sauce before adding your blended tomatoes, okay, and peppers to the sauce. And that will, but I am going to invent my own way. Since it's last minute, I'm still going to get my flavor. All right guys, so I have my Kobi. Since I did not, I almost forgot adding it to the sauce from the beginning. This is what I'm doing. I cooked it, deboned it, and I'm just cooking it in a little bit of oil to get the flavor out, okay? As you can tell, after you debone Kobi, there's not much left, and I am looking for more like the flavor instead of like, oh, I want Kobi to chew on or something. I want the flavor. So yeah, I'm just cooking this in a little bit of oil for 2 minutes, and then I'm going to transfer that on the sauce. And so let's go back here. It's been cooking for 10 minutes, so I am just going to go ahead and add my fish. So I know it's a lot of fish. Yep. For my vegetarians, you can make this sauce, but just skip the fish part, okay? Because I know you don't eat fish. So right now I have the heat like on low. It's almost, the sauce is like done. I'm just going to give it 5 more minutes, but I have the heat on 2 now. I have it on low. So after sauteing the Kobi for 2 minutes, I am going to go ahead and add that to my eggplant sauce. Taste it first before adding the salt, because you know Kobi is a bit salty. So if you need extra salt, add it, but if it doesn't, do not add it. So okay. So in goes my Maggi, my Moringa, and my salt to taste, and the Maggi will melt, okay? So don't, if you want to break it into pieces, by all means do so. Guys, I'm telling you, this sauce tastes like out of this world, okay? You know, you got your Kobi representing. It is actually not Ghana eggplant sauce if you don't have Kobi or your money, okay? That's a whole different thing altogether. And so yeah, so this is my sauce. All right, I want you guys to tell me how you like it. If you give it a try, let me know how it came out. If you have any questions, comments, please leave them in the comment section below. Our eggplant sauce and our yam is ready. Okay, so I have my eggplant sauce, but I have one hard-boiled egg with it that I'm going to eat with it, or he is going to eat it with it. I have yam and plantain. So you can have your eggplant sauce with boiled yam, boiled plantain, boiled cassava, boiled cocoyam, boiled eggs, boiled rice, you know, boiled potatoes. You can even have it with banku, yeah, banku, or even gari. Like you can make eba and enjoy this with it. Okay, so I hope. Let me know how you enjoyed making this sauce with me. Okay, guys, give it a try. Okay, and always you can do 3 things for me. Okay, comment, share, and subscribe. Okay, subscribe. If you have not subscribed to my channel, that ain't cool. That ain't cool. Make sure you subscribe and share these videos with friends, families, and loved ones. Okay, until we meet again right here on StellaZone. God bless each and every one of you. Be safe out there. Okay.